Our referee this afternoon is Damir Skamina. He's back on Group B duty, having taken charge of Ukraine's home win against the Faroe Islands. Today he makes his first trip to Hampden Park. Hampden waits, expectant. The win in the Faroe Islands in June was the first time in over 4 years that Scotland had managed a home and away double in a qualifying campaign. They have a chance today to make it a second double, having won 2-1 in Kaunas just over a year ago. A big afternoon for Alex McLeish and for all the background staff of Scotland. An early touch for David Weir. On to Alan Hutton making his first appearance at Hampden in a competitive match. Forward it goes onto Boyd. Boyd onto Teal. Andreas Skerla across very quickly. Back to the near side, Marinas easily dispossessed. Here's Scott Brown. Palanas coming back on Scott Brown and knocked out of play by Andreas Skerla. Good up-tempo start from Scotland.
I think that's what the manager was going to want. Let's try and get Lithuania in the back foot right from the kick-off, and so far Scotland has really come out the traps line.
Gary O'Connor battling in the corner. Scotland will take the throw. An early breakthrough would be much appreciated. Alan Hutton stepping back if they were your target of Chris Boyd, his teammate at Rangers in the box. Hutton across, it does come down to Boyd. The opportunity fell for Scotland for Lee McCullough. Marinas knocks it away. Velichka tries to flick it onto his Hearts partner. Easily away by McManus. O'Connor chasing. It's on the edge of the sunshine. And headed away. Xavier Zadauskas taking no chances at the back.
I think Scotland will continue to use that long ball with the height up front. I think you knock balls up to Boyd and O'Connor and see if you can just get the flick on and get in behind the defenders.
Danny Teal, a little jink, and he found the byline. Away pass for Lemavicius. Lemavicius just dropping off. Alan Hutton again. O'Connor. Well, Gary O'Connor felt he was caught there. Lemavicius just came across and challenged him. And again, Lithuania struggled to get the ball up to the front man, Velichka. And Lemavicius just sitting off him at the moment. Adam Fletcher, the Scotland captain. Left by O'Connor for Teal. Teal with a step over. Lays it back. Scott Brown. Teasing ball in. Brown wins it again. Fletcher looks out. McEverly should go on the overlap. Fletcher cuts inside. Good tracking back by Andreas Velichka. For Brown again. David Weir. Let's consider it. He's captain today, but he gets the ball forward onto O'Connor. Now to Teal. Teal, well, that was slid off a hand, and the assistant seen it. The referee did not, but it looked like a clear handball from Xavier Zadauskas.
Yeah, he went to ground, definitely hit him in the arm, and that's good from the linesman, the assistant should I say, because he helped the referee. No way the referee can see it from his angle. The linesman gives it. This is a chance for Scotland. We know we've got height, and the Lithuanians, I think they feel that.
Gary O'Connor, 2 goals in the campaign so far, both against the Faroe Islands. He waits. McEverly with the left foot, Fletcher with the right. McEverly sends it deep. They go back across. Gary O'Connor going in there. I'm sure the referee appreciated the challenge of the man from Birmingham City.
Good ball to the back post. I think David Weir, Lee McCullough right in the middle, trying to attract the attention of defenders. Gary O'Connor looks to get around the back post. That's good defending though. Defender does enough, gets his body in the road, makes it impossible for O'Connor to head back across goal.
Maciumarskas recalled for this afternoon. Sakevicius sends it forward. Marinas can't get on the end of it, and Scotland pick up again. Good backing as ever from the Tartan Army. Cavalry is back onto McManus. Coming forward. Zadouskas easily away. Danilevicius wants to bring the ball down. Marinas finding some space on this left-hand side. That should be the ball for Craig Gordon just to leave. Communication important with the defenders there.
Good play from Craig Gordon. An early shout from the goalkeeper. You leave it, it goes harmless out for a goal kick. But a first look at Lithuania as an attacking team, and when they get the ball wide, both strikers, Velička and Danilevicius, both in the box there. So possibility they will defend deep, but when they get the ball, they're not scared to push men forward.
Scotland trying to come forward again. Gary O'Connor trying to go through. That was theatrical, very theatrical from Gary O'Connor. Weir heads it away. Boyd tried to hold up. That was a free kick. Xavier Zadouskas from Halmstad in Sweden, who plays his club football, just get caught out there.
The awkward thing for Gary O'Connor here is when you go down as theatrically as that, the next time when you are touched in the box, if you do go down, and it probably is a penalty, the referee might just think he's trying to con me before.
But Ennis can't get there. Picked up by Teal. Hutton is behind him. Gary Teal sees Scott Brown of Celtic. I want to Alan Hutton. Weak play by Teal. The ball is not out of play. Hutton strokes it forward. Boyd holding up. Boyd always a danger. Brought it down. Sent it back to Teal. He shouted for the ball. Well, the shout was good. The run was good. Just let down by the third ingredient, the cross.
Well, the most important thing, quality in, well held up with Chris Boyd. Perfect weight, and Gary Teal just wants to get his foot round that towards the goalkeeper, bending away, and he chips over the bar. And these are chances you can't afford to pass up from there. He's got to get something in the box, give the strikers a chance.
David Weir away from Velička. Gary O'Connor did that away from Boyd. Sakevicius puts the ball back in field. Skerla sweeps it away. Danilevicius tries to bring the ball down. Danilevicius again. Danilevicius again nowhere for the left fullback to go. Fletcher. That's lovely from McCulloch. Gavely. So used to seeing Gary Naismith bombing up that left-hand side. Gavely, left back for Scotland, his first start in the European Championship qualifiers. A poor long ball from Scotland, easily dealt with.
As I mentioned, Jamie Keverley, most Scotland fans, the first look would be against South Africa at Pretoria, and he was man of the match that night. Turned in a top-drawer performance and defensively strong, but when he gets in the final third, he's another player on his left side who can put quality in the box.
Well defended by Scotland. Jonas Marinas. There's Algirius Vilnius. Able to get on the end of the ball. It's Alan Hutton. Marinas again. Velička. Scotland pick up. Chance for McCulloch. McCulloch for McKelvey. Zadouskas has got the pace, although he chose to rather run across his man. McManus, beautifully read, pulled it forward too. Danilevicius went for what he thought the ball would go. Alan Hutton for Scotland. Boyd battling. Just doing too much battling according to the referee.
Doesn't seem a lot in that, does it? You know, Chris Boyd tries to get up early, just two players, there's no elbow up, there's no arm in the opposite number, and a little bit unlucky to be penalised.
Stankiewicz. Forward it goes. Kolonas picks up for the first time and pushes it forward. Velička had made the run to the left, the ball to the right. Fletcher, the captain, coming short. On to Teal. David Weir looking for Boyd. It's just a bit of hit and hope from Scotland. They just have to settle down to use the two wide players they have.
Yeah, he'd like to knock the ball up for Chris Boyd short, because if it's a foot race, Andreas Skeller very quick across the ground. There's no use knocking long balls into the corner for Chris Boyd to chase.
Samaras tries to take on three Scots, eventually loses out to O'Connor. McCarrick. O'Connor, two Premiership players, the former Premier League player. And McCulloch. Stankiewicz winning it well. Neat play, still coming forward. Marinas picks up number 14. Kolonas watches and wants the ball. He shouts, he gets it from Kolonas. Kolonas gets it back. Diminutive power player. Trying to take on Alan Hutton. Alan Hutton going in very well there. That was out of play. Good defending.
Great defending, stood his ground, showed him the line, and when he went there it was too quick for him. And first, when he made the initial tackle, I thought he was going to get the ball clear, close down. He did well, just get the ball out and get back in the middle and defend.
Lamavicius. Valinas. Lamavicius again. Closed down once more by Scotland. Lamavicius started the last four qualifiers. Valinas. Neatly done. Lays the ball back. The ball just pushed away. It will be Scotland's throw. Some decent movement though by Lithuania.
Yeah, and Scotland recognised that. Everybody bar Gary O'Connor within 20 yards of the goal when that move started off, and even though they made 3 or 4 passes, Lithuania, all they could see ahead of them was blue jerseys. Eventually they were just crowded out. Scotland sometimes play the role of favourites very well. It's never easy for them. No, we seem to be great as underdogs, and we struggle in games we're supposed to win, but today there's so much at stake. You can understand if there's a few nerves. Now after the first 5 or 10 minutes, I think 1 or 2 players will just be calming down, and that's what Scotland need, because we need to get on the ball and make the play.
No way through for Andreas Velička, scored for Hearts on Monday night against Motherwell. He has the scoring touch. Česnauskas, his Hearts teammate, has scored on this ground. They're looking for some inspiration, but it's Scotland who are looking for the breakthrough. Boyd off to O'Connor, trying to return it. It's come through. Chris Boyd with the opportunity, but the referee has given the free kick. I think he's given it for foot up. You know, when Gary O'Connor made the challenge, when it went through there, he thought Chris Boyd has a chance inside, but immediately when this ball goes through, the first one and then the foot up again, there's not a lot in that. I can only imagine the referee felt the studs were showing, and foreign referees will always penalise you for it. It looked pretty innocuous from here. The referee deciding it was a free kick. It was a let-off for Lithuania. We are strong against Velička. Forward it goes. Boyd flicks it infield. Stankiewicz comes in, mops up. Zadauskas, 47th cap this afternoon, leading from the back. Marinas, cap number 48 for him. Plenty of experience throughout this Lithuanian team. Just goes down under the challenge of Scott Brown. Well, he wasn't staying on his feet too quickly there, was he? Well, I think Gary O'Connor lost out because of the way he hit the deck, and that for me was exactly the same. There was a challenge from the back from Scott Brown, didn't look too serious, and he just crumbled, and the referee has given him a reward because here's a chance, possibly the first chance to test Craig Gordon. They've got a strong ballet company in Lithuania. Stankiewicz will do the hit. Scott Brown takes care of it. Česnauskas, that takes a deflection. Scotland have to defend. Hutton initially away, not far enough. That's a good effort, plenty of power. Kolonas yet to score for his country, but certainly cracked at that.
Well, that's always the danger. The ball in, it's half cleared, it falls to a Lithuanian player. I mean, it's good defending here when the ball comes in. There's always a Scotland head getting there first. Alan Hutton gets the first clearance. When it breaks here, that's half a chance, and he could not strike that better. That's not too far wide.
Scotland now trying to come forward. Lamavicius away again. And as far as Alan Hutton, Scott Brown sacrificed himself there. Velichka and Hutton then against each other in the SPL, now up against each other on the national stage. Fletcher fires it forward. He'll flick on, referee has awarded the free kick. Lee McCulloch seems to be playing very, very tight in on that left side.
Well, as I said before the game, I think the idea is to get the ball down the right, and he can go in and join up with both O'Connor and Boyd in the box. But since the first couple of minutes, we haven't seen Gary Teal out here at all. You know, Lithuania may have spotted the danger. Just getting extra men across and try and make sure Teal gets no service at all.
All the way through for Kolonas there. Timo Cavalic knocks it up. Boyd gives O'Connor the shouts. Almost won well. Stankiewicz, infield it goes. Easily away. Zabier-Zadauskas wants to get it back. It's for Velichka. The referee's going to give that as a free kick. You could see where the referee was positioned. I could see he was going to penalise David Weir.
He may sound slightly biased here, but Andres Velichka is jumping into David Weir. David Weir's behind him, and it's 50-50 again. The referee, it's a tough one to call, but David Weir gave him a bit of stick afterwards. He's had a warning, and now's not the time to get your name in the book for dissent.
When was the last time David Weir played a match and the referee was 6 years younger than him? Kolonas knocks it in. Again, the head flick. Kanalevicius coming across. He's scored plenty of goals for his country. 10 in total. Got the goal in Italy that upset the Italians.
It's a decent run. He's just got across the front of the marker. The ball's coming in at pace, and he's trying to deflect on target. Couldn't do it, but as you say, he does look the sharper in the front strikers. We know Velichka because we see him week in, week out in the SPL. Kanalevicius, David Weir doesn't know what he's all about. Neither does Steve McManus, and that makes it more difficult.
Marinas sends the ball back and then pushed off the ball. The assistant was given that against Gary Teal. Scotland may well be concerned that they've yet to test the Lithuanian goalkeeper.
Well, the game's become very stop-start, littered with free kicks, and that suits Lithuania. They've come here to spoil. They want to get through the first 20 minutes. The onus is on Scotland to set the tempo, set the pace of the game, and get your good players on the ball.
Stankiewicz, forward it goes. Kanalevicius looked for it. Scotland have to try and win it. There's a mistake though. Velichka goes in, and Velichka then went down. Well, the referee has given the corner. Scotland are unhappy on several counts.
Well, David Weir is raging. He's made initial challenge, takes a bad touch. Velichka gets there, and he tries to con the referee. He tries to go down when there's no chance of a penalty being given. And not only is it not a booking, he's given the corner kick, and so Scotland are under pressure.
August Kolonas swings the ball across. Craig Gordon was rather stuck, headed away. And Scotland trying to get it away. Teal onto Boyd. Now Scotland with Fletcher making the running. The captain leading for the front, had his arm tugged there, has to go back. Gary Teal should ping that out to the far side. It was a poor ball. Now Velichka. Cisnauskas would be on the overlap, but Scotland tracking back well through Brown. Brown needed the second touch, didn't get it. Velichka loses it out to McManus. The long ball forward, Skerla. And eventually Lithuania get it clear. Well, gaps in both teams.
It's become strangely end-to-end. It was half a chance with the corner. Craig Gordon didn't come initially. Scotland scramble it away. Aaron Fletcher forward back, and then Scotland on the attack once more.
Gary Teal rings it down. Teal taking on Marinas. It's all about delivery. It's taking a deflection. If that goes behind, Scotland have their first corner of the afternoon and a chance for the Tartan Army to clear their throats.
Well, here's a chance for the big guns to come up from the back. David Weir, Stephen McManus, both really impressive, attacking the ball in the air. Once again, it's down to delivery. You've got to get a ball in, good area, good pace to give them an opportunity.
David Weir, just one goal for Scotland, but it came in a World Cup qualifier. Can he make it a double? Ball across, Gary O'Connor, hit flick in, great save, and in by McCulloch and turned away again. Brilliantly done by the goalkeeper. Hatzimaskis, ball played in again, Scotland are offside. It's not going to be one of these afternoons against an inspired goalkeeper, is it?
Wow, what a save this is. The header, the flick on from there, he manages to get on the bar, comes quickly to Lee McCulloch. He thinks all I've got to do is head it and I've scored, and he heads it down right into the ground, bounces up, and they scrape it away again. The first save was great, the second save might be even better.
Well, Chris Boyd angled it, headed it up, the goalkeeper just getting enough on it. McCulloch doing the right thing, heading it down, but no joy. This is what David Weir was unhappy at. Clearly played the ball, Velichka tumbling to the ground. He certainly was looking for an advantage, the Hearts man. Well, he made the most of it.
Well, he went down theatrically, but he actually was caught. He did kick the ball out, so it should have been a goal kick or a penalty kick, whatever you fancy. So the referee didn't get either, but I was maybe a bit hard on Velichka because he did get a stamp on the ankle.
Velichka coming forward now. Danilevicius. Velichka again goes in late on Alan Hutton. Not sure the referee spotted it. He's turned back round. Well, the referee comes across. Velichka is being called over. Well, it's McLeish, well, clearly unhappy, and the yellow card has come out. Well spotted by the ref.
Well, it's strange because he let play go on, and I thought he'd missed it. Velichka comes across. Alan Hutton's going to clear the ball. He just sticks the legs out, catches the Rangers defender late. Hutton goes down, but I thought the referee might have missed it completely. When the ball eventually went out of play, he called it back, what, 20 seconds later. And the Lithuanian forward now finds himself in the book, and that's the end of his tackling days. He can't afford another one of them.
Frank Gordon fires it forward. Boyd, solid header away. Brown, Nixon, Fletcher, onto McKeverley. McKeverley against Cisnowskis. Through the ball infield. Danilevicius battle for it, lost out with Brown. Brown still going through. That's another great touch, and Andrea Skella comes across. Good play from Scott Brown, tenacious.
He is not the easiest man in the world to get the ball off. I think on 3 occasions I thought he'd lost it, and he still found an extra, just a couple inches on his leg length, and kept the move going.
O'Connor to Brown, the former Hibs teammates, exchanging passes. McKeverley into the box. Sembaras with a header, poor ball. Marinas, Teal tries to play it back across. Marinas was caught out there, the ball deflects off him, and Scotland again trying to press home the advantage from the corner.
Gary Teal is determined to get that ball in as quickly as possible. It's the best ball in the world. The first time in the box when forwards are sprinting towards goal.
Gary Teal fired it across, flicked off the head of Gary O'Connor and away. 6 for Scotland this afternoon. Scott Brown at the normal figure of Barry Ferguson. McKeverley went on the overlap. It's a delightful ball. Good tracking back once more. Sembaras has really been forced back this afternoon. All sorts of pushing and pulling going on. Gary O'Connor touches the ball to McCulloch. O'Connor rolls it back onto Brown. Forward at the edge of the box for Scotland. Brown curls it in, the goalkeeper though, favourite all the way.
Yeah, too much on the ball, and when you bring it back into that area, very difficult to play a ball in and give the forward the advantage. Scotland have to persist with trying to get to the byline.
Marinas has given it away again. He's playing with Bundesliga experience, but he's making a few mistakes. Scotland come forward, McCulloch with a shot. That took a deflection. Well, one or two of the Lithuanians don't appear to have settled too well.
Well, Scotland keep the pressure on, but other than the two great saves from the goalkeeper, we haven't had a lot on target. But once again, from the wide area, we've got a lot of targets in there, a lot of big players.
The other whistle had gone before Darren Fletcher struck that ball. I'm sure it's in every referee's contract that they have to issue at least one lecture before a corner kick gets taken.
And the referees have been told to stamp down on this grab and hold at corners. We know Marius Zeliukas, who plays for Hearts, he's Lithuanian, he is one of the world's worst. It's maybe something they do. The referee's just warning them. If you're going to make contact, I'll penalise you. I will give a penalty.
Lithuania have just one clean sheet away from home in the campaign. That came in the Faroe Islands. Scotland trying to attack. Comes back to Brown. Little clip ball, the offside flag comes up. Scott Brown's got a decent shot on him. Perhaps he should have used it then.
Well, he probably should have taken on, but watch Stankiewicz at the edge of the box. He's not even watching the ball. He's watching David Weir, and immediately when it goes out, he then moves away, but he's completely turned his back on the ball when the corner's coming in. The referee warned him and then didn't do anything about it.
Marcius knocks the long ball forward. Culloch comes across to the right, can't hold on to it. Romavicius knocks it on. Lonas, well challenged. Turton Army didn't see too much wrong with it, but the man in red was an awful lot closer. He says free kick.
In the SPL, I think you'll see 10, 20 challenges like that every week, and the game goes on, but referees come in, the referee at a different level, and you've just got to put up with it. You've got to adapt.
Kalamas curls it in. Scotland strong through Weir. He shouts on his side to get out. Skerla. Where it goes, Cisnauskas. He's not been playing for Hearts at all this season. There is Cisnauskas, and it's hard for him. Food for thought for Alex McLeish. First former international to manage Scotland since Willie Ormond way back in 1973.
I think there'll be a bit of talking before half-time. You know, he quickly changed formation up at Aberdeen against South Africa, and his substitutions turned the game, so he knows the game inside out. If he sees there's a problem, he won't be shy at going to his bench.
Kalamas, who started in Lithuania against Scotland, just one of two starts in the campaign, loses out, and again Scotland a little bit careless. Lithuania 7 points from 7 matches, well out of things, trailing Ukraine by 5 points, but the role of spoiler is the one they want to play between now and the end of the campaign. Boyd tight on the touchline, confident he get the throw. Alan Hutton, powerful figure of Gary O'Connor. All the way past Romavicius that time. Scotland with plenty of possession, plenty of territory, not enough targets to hit at times. Gary Teal puts it across. Again, just 3 in the box for Scotland. Marinas sends it away. Velichka into Marinas. Done. While Hutton, Romavicius wasn't in a particular hurry to go anywhere.
No, I think they just want to calm things down again. It's Lithuania. They, every opportunity, will try and take the sting out of the match. Free kicks, throw-ins. Just run 30 seconds off the clock. At 0-0, they will be absolutely delighted.
Chris Boyd with a subtle knockout of play. Algimantas Livinskas, 70th time in charge of his country. He'll be happy enough with his side so far. Romavicius looks ahead. As from Dynamo Moscow. Plenty of experience throughout this Lithuanian side. Scotland can afford to take absolutely nothing for granted.
There's the right back coming across, so I would imagine he must have one of these long throws that are such a weapon in the modern day game.
Stankiewicz, the 26-year-old. Well, he really does take a run at it. Fairly flung across. Gordon gathering. Well, Scotland have seen it once, they will now be wise to it.
where you wondered just how far can he throw it. That was going right under the bar at the front post, so that is a worry.
That was a nice knockdown by McCulloch. Boyd had moved into the middle. I thought he should have gone to the left to go and collect.
Communication's the key. You know, when the ball's up there, the man who's running has got to tell the player where to put it, whether it's ahead, whether I'm square of you, some kind of communication, and everybody's on the same wavelength. That didn't happen there.
Towering ball forward. Goalkeeper comes for it. And Levicius starting some harsh words from David Weir.
An awkward ball. Steve McManus going backwards. You're looking for the shout, hoping the goalkeeper's going to come and clear things up. And he felt a slight tug from Dan Levicius, so he decided to go down. But it's the way you go down. The referee can't tell from where he is if you've been tugged. And it was too theatrical once again.
Scotland coming forward, but once more the forwards conceding the free kicks. They're fairly racking up against Gary O'Connor at the moment. Not really sure the referee's English is that good. Gary O'Connor's Slovakian certainly isn't up to scratch. There's that concern posed that all Scotland managers have to learn to adopt.
Well, I don't think we've started the game the way you'd hope. We haven't grabbed the hold of the match and we haven't created umpteen opportunities, and the longer that goes, the Lithuanian side grow in confidence, so Ali could be looking certainly for something before half-time.
Great double stop by Kaczmarskis. Denied Scotland, but they've not tested him since. McCulloch battling in there. Comes to Fletcher. O'Connor's made a good run. Fletcher spotted him over the shoulder. It goes. That's a free kick. Xavier Zadauskas clearly taking down Gary O'Connor.
It wasn't the most subtle of challenges, was it? The assistant's only a couple of yards away. You barged into the back. Gary O'Connor is quite entitled on that occasion.
Ball played in, great header! Chris Boyd scores! Darren Fletcher delivers! Chris Boyd delivers once more for Scotland! It's something different to write in the book. A smiley face for Alex McLeish. Scotland take the lead against Lithuania.
Absolutely brilliant. Don't wait to set things up. Take it early. Great run, Chris Boyd. What a finish. Magical header. Great ball in. Top class header. Just what Scotland were looking for. Magnificent.
The ball bounces into the back of the net. I can tell you, Hampden Park is bouncing once more. Ali McLeish almost missed it. Chris Boyd didn't, and Chris Boyd scores again for his country. It's his fourth goal of the campaign.
Well, it's all about the introduction of Darren Fletcher. He came forward, he spotted the run, and he had the ability to get the ball in the right area. The rest is all about finishing quality. Chris Boyd has that in spades.
Scotland keep up the fine run of the group of every match, having had a goal. And Scotland, well, they can't quite relax with the lead, but they will feel an awful lot better. O'Connor on to Hutton. Scotland moving forward once more. Alan Hutton to Gary Teal. Teal almost could have gone for that himself. Taken out within us. Weir tries to shepherd the ball back onto Hutton. Spins away from Velichka. Brown getting involved. Levicius should chase it. Fletcher beautifully away from two. Being hunted down by Samaras. Brown with the flick. It's almost like a switch has been flicked here at Hampden. Scotland move into much more relaxed mode. O'Connor on to Teal, well kept in. Teal, that's a great cross, the goalkeeper just knocking it down. Excellent play from Gary Teal.
And Scotland seem to have found that extra gear. The passing's crisp, it's quick, it's wide, and a great ball in on that occasion. The goalkeeper didn't catch it the first attempt, got it eventually, but that is the pick of the bunch. An absolute flyer in from the right hand side from Gary Teal.
O'Connor battling once more. Teal's right behind him, makes the shout. Gary to Gary. Into the box, on to Lee McCulloch, has to hold up. Gary O'Connor should get that back. There's a great run coming from Fletcher. Easily knocked away. Hutton again. And Gary O'Connor. Boyd wants it deep. Shot onto Fletcher, that's a free kick. And Fletcher just moving away from Kolonis. And Scotland have earned a free kick and another set play.
Good to see Scotland mixing it up there. You know, a lot of balls have gone into the box, and Lithuania had umpteen defenders back there, so Gary O'Connor tried. The shot went into Darren Fletcher, and he's been caught late, and here's an opportunity. Jay McKevely looks like he's sizing this one up.
The Blackburn debut at 17, the Scotland debut at 21. Back to top corner, the destination. A man from Derby County. Fletcher, it was rather awkward. Scotland, that's a pre-planned one. Teal gets it back across, it's begging to go in. McCulloch tried to get there. Weir holds on. And McManus tried to turn. Weir had stayed in the middle. It could be a free kick. Oh, referee says no. Scott Brown picks up. Oh, that's a yellow card. Stankiewicz, the easiest decision the referee will have this afternoon.
I think he realised that Scott Brown goes by, we are in real trouble, and he's just gone down. He's not even looking at the ball, but Scott Brown here, when he knocks this ball, he's gone, and that is a terrible tackle. One or two people might be thinking that's red, because he's nowhere near the ball. He knows exactly what he's doing, and I think he's quite happy to pick up the yellow. But going back to the free kick, brilliant. They must have been working on that for a couple of days. It's an absolute treat on a Saturday when you see it almost work.
Scotland driving forward again. Fletcher onto McKevely, far too deep that time. Good that he's getting up in support, but just a little bit heavy. And Scotland starting to make things happen. This was the goal.
Absolutely brilliant. You see Chris Boyd set off early. Darren Fletcher had a look in, spotted where he was going, couldn't put it in a better area, and that's all Chris Boyd needs. Just half a yard and he'll finish. Absolute joy, and that's lifted the whole crowd.
The joy of Boyd, the joy of Scotland. Boyd again. Here comes Teal. Really up for it now, Gary Teal. Zidoukas couldn't do anything. The ball played deep. Chris Boyd again fires it across. Good touch on the goalkeeper. Almost put it into the path of Gary O'Connor. Lithuanians come away. And Stankiewicz a little bit fortunate there. Being dragged further back. Skelly was beaten for the goal. Stankiewicz, yellow carded. Pushes the ball forward. Cisnauskas. That's Cisnauskas. He's playing like he plays so often for Hearts, and that's anonymous.
I'm just amazed, you know, with so little match time under his belt, that he's playing in a game of this magnitude.
Scotland with their 14th goal of the campaign. Chris Boyd, the top scorer with 4. Stankiewicz, angle ball. Marinas. Marinas picks up. Hutton beaten to it. Brownlow does enough. Sembalas. Stankiewicz. Didn't do anything. Scotland again get the ball away. Gary O'Connor just a little heavy. And McKevely can't hold on.
Poor ball from Gary O'Connor. I'm just going to say how well Scotland are hounding the ball. They're stopping Lithuania making any passes, and Craig Gordon for the last 10 minutes has been a virtual spectator, and just when you're going to say how well we're passing the thing, Gary O'Connor gives one away under no pressure at all.
Delano sends it forward. McManus with a header away. Sembalas, CSK Moscow player in the UEFA Cup with them, finding life hard to try and get past the Scottish defence. Cisnauskas. Oh, he's bundled over there. Lee McCulloch, thoughtless. McKevely didn't appear to be in too much trouble.
Lee McCulloch, he's trying to come back. He's going to help out the left back. He's going to team up, you know, 2 men against Cisnauskas. They've gone for a quickie.
And the ball knocked across. Darren Fletcher is back. Flicks it up. Well, the quick free kick worked for Scotland. Lithuania went into top gear, but Fletcher was there to defuse.
It was worth a try, but the minute it was taken, 4 Scotland defenders in the box. 1 gets front post, the rest mark up. Very difficult to score against. Good alert defending.
Stankiewicz with a long throw. That's knocked on. Suspicion of a handball in there. The ball gets knocked down. And it was Kolonas. As Teal plays the ball away. And Lewis Skerla goes across. Stankiewicz goes down and he fell rather awkwardly. Gary O'Connor stands over him.
I think you'll see it's a definite foul. Gary O'Connor, he's slightly late, but I don't think it was that bad. It's not going to keep him out of the game. But once again, Scotland just find themselves on the back foot.
Scotland with the leads. It's a familiar position at home. That's nice play. Again, the cross too deep from the Lithuanians. Marinas is wanting it dropped a little bit shorter. Skerla taking too long. Given away by Lithuania. Scott Brown, here's the shout. Fletcher driving forward, Boyd off to his left. Fletcher pushes it through. Is it a double for Chris Boyd in Scotland? The goalkeeper does well. Boyd goes after him. Goalkeeper is way outside his box. That's a terrible challenge. And the referee comes out. The colour of the card is yellow. And the goalkeeper way outside his box and out of his depth.
I think he's left with no option. It was a terrific move. Another magnificent ball through. Chris Boyd, one touch. Goalkeeper closes him down quickly. And once the goalie's out of his box, he has one thing in mind: get that ball out the park any way you can. And he decided to go through the back of Chris Boyd to do it.
So the yellow card for the goalkeeper. The Lithuanians have been very disciplined in their matches previous to this, but now 3 yellow cards in the opening 40 minutes. And Darren Fletcher looks to deliver. David Weir stands. Steve McManus forward 2. Scotland number 4. Ball knocked back. McEverly with the chip. Scotland had knocked it at the back post. Stankiewicz knocks it away. Scott Brown. Lithuania, everybody behind the ball. Now to Gary Teal. Teal with a touch. Plays it across. The goalkeeper comes. I was going to say gathers, but I just thought I'd hold off initially.
He's had a couple of really good saves at vital times in the game, but that's not one to look back on with any fondness. But as you mentioned, what a great ball to the back post, and Scotland had umpteen men in the box and every one of them was dragged towards the near stick. Not a soul there to take advantage.
Lithuania looking for the equaliser before half-time. Ball hits off Alan Hutton. Scotland now taking the lead in 6 of the 8 qualifiers played to date. They lost in Italy, lost in Ukraine, unbeaten at home. Kalonas jabs it across, good header away. McEverly had to be there. Stankiewicz was coming in, and Cesnauskas. Sembaras inside him. Cesnauskas tries to take on McCulloch, does so. He tries to drag the ball across. Velitska going in too. Stankiewicz holds on, goes down very easily. There was contact from Gary O'Connor, and Gary O'Connor, I think, is going to see a yellow card.
It's too soon after the previous one. The referee maybe asked the question with the first tackle, was it worthy of a booking? I mean, that is next to nothing. He comes back, you can see how easy he goes down again, and Gary O'Connor, really, he's been done for 2 challenges too close together.
Gary O'Connor not one of the players on a suspension. Lee McCulloch, the only one of the 11 starting this afternoon. We'd missed the match in Paris, so a yellow card came his way. Sembaras, 49th cap for his country. Sembaras just saying that Scott Brown is too close. Scott Brown being told to move back. Scott Brown doesn't want to pick up that silly yellow. Sembaras plays it in. Good head away. McEverly again comes down onto Cesnauskas, who scored here at Hampden in the Scottish Cup semi-final and wasn't really threatening the scorers there.
He actually keeps Scotland under pressure because he is so wide. You knock that behind the goal, it's a goal kick, and Craig Gordon launches it into your half. Because he's knocked out for a throw, Shane McEverly has to go right back in the left back area, and Scotland have to work their way out.
Cavalier slotted in nicely at left back, plays it forward. That comes off the face of Chris Boyd. It was knocked in by McCulloch. So much for being teammates. Now Teal sends it out wide. Well, it could have been high feet against Alan Hutton. Play on, says the referee. Tomavichus allows the ball to run out of play. Tomavichus says to throw the ball in. It's a poor, looked almost like a foul throw to Vizanauskas. Forward it goes. Weird for Scotland. Brown beaten in there by Samaras. Alevichus looks up. 10 goals for his country. Here's their inspiration. Neatly on. Kolonas caught by Scott Brown. Ball then man, never a bad thing.
Scott Brown's not shy, you know, when he sees an opportunity to make a challenge, it's everything you can get on the ball and more. That's exactly what you do.
Marius Stankovičius. Stankovičius with a long throw. Pushing past absolutely everybody. And McEverly doing the right thing. He's giving his team the chance to come out. Kaczmarskis. It's been both good and bad, only as far as McManus. On to Boyd, Scotland offside. Well, Scotland's little bright spell is dulled. And half-time approaching. And Scotland could probably do with a break. Marinas plays it across. Dealt with again by Scotland. And once more Lee McCulloch comes in, deals with it. Scott Brown ahead nicely. Boy goes to ground, that's a free kick. So Vizanauskas complains. Scotland have one last chance before the break. There'll be one additional minute to be played.
Well, I think that at this stage it might just be get the ball in the box and see if you can pick up any scraps in towards McCulloch, O'Connor, Boyd, doesn't matter, and then look to play off them.
Scotland can't get it into the box that time. Tomavichus easily getting in there. Marinas. Alevichus. As it goes, McEverly plays Cisnauskas well. How can he drive on? Well, they allow Cisnauskas to come back across him. Cisnauskas goes down. Play on, says the referee. The visitors have the ball. Chris Boyd saying if we put it out, we'll give you it back. And Lithuania say no, we don't fancy that.
That's absolute nonsense. He's up, he's playing on. Leave the referee to decide if an injury is serious. Get the ball and keep playing.
Boyd. Stankovičius took him down. Play on, says the referee. Alevichus can't get anywhere, although Fletcher trying to be too clever. Alevichus just before the break, stepping forward, plays it across. Brown can't get there, almost passed it back. And knocked away by David Weir. On to Teal. Teal can't get there. It won't matter. The half-time whistle goes. And it's been an opening 45 minutes that hasn't been fluent, hasn't been particularly pretty from Scotland. But who else but Chris Boyd stepping up to the mark. That's the goal that's changed the match at half-time. Scotland 1, Lithuania 0. Two changes for Lithuania at half-time. Andrius Velička has lasted just 45 minutes on his first appearance in this campaign. Igoras Marinas has also left the field of play, and it's two Hearts players who come on. So it's Mikalunas for his 22nd cap, and Andrius Kisanevicius, who's been out for 7 years, recalled for the friendly against Turkmenistan. And he's now out there on the field. Scotland 45 minutes away from 3 points to tuck away and then onward to Paris. Mikalunas moving forward. Alan Hutton should get in there ahead of Mikalunas and does so. Hutton, little flick ball across. Teal, O'Connor trying to get in behind the defence. Battling away. Scotland coming in once more. It's going to be a throw into Lithuania. There's been two meetings in Glasgow in October '99. Scotland won by 3 goals to 0. And then October 2003, Darren Fletcher's goal separated the teams. Mikalunas, Kisanevicius have been asked to come on and change things for Lithuania. They've never scored in Scotland. We don't wish them well today.
Interesting change. It leaves Thomas Danilevicius up on his own. It looks like the 4-1-4-1 formation that's worked so well for Rangers in Europe. Sembaras will sit just in front of the back four and allow the other 4 midfielders to go up. Every chance they get and support Danilevicius, but that system is usually designed not to lose goals rather than to score them. And at 1-0 down, it's slightly surprising.
Fletcher tries to get away from Kisanevicius. Kisanevicius, diminutive and fast, picks himself up again under great pressure. But Scotland have it through Brown. Scotland, who started the match quite lively and then faded, tried to come again. Great pass from Brown. McEverly picks up. Now McCulloch back to Brown. They've interchanged well. Gary O'Connor sailing through the air and sailing past the ball. Stankiewicz is robbed. McCulloch under pressure from Sembaras. That's a free kick. Scotland take quickly on to Alan Hutton. Rolling ball into the box of Connor. That's a decent ball across. Knocked away by the fullback. Danilevicius. So Chris Boyd, the goal scorer for Scotland. The goal against Gretna last weekend. That one for Rangers. Also hitting the back of the net for the Blue of Scotland. Boyd. Zanauskas robs up. Kalanas just rather long, hopeful ball forward. Scotland quite happy to mop up.
Yeah, but that is going to be the problem if you're going to play with a one front man. I think Scotland's defenders are plenty good enough to spot him and say, right, one will drop off, the other one will get up level with him, and every ball that comes up is then a 50-50. Defenders can go and win.
David Weir fires it forward for Scotland. Danilevicius knocks it infield. Kalonis will pick up. Sembaras waits for it. It's a loose ball. Cisnauskas tries to get there. He was upended by McEverly. So Cisnauskas and Mikalunas, who've hardly featured for Hearts this season, now being asked to step forward for the country. Stankiewicz. Danilevicius. Back to goal, being forced away by Teal. Mikalunas. Danilevicius on his outside, plays it back infield. Sembaras. 3 championships he's won in Russia. Today it's been a low power performance from him. Kisanevicius shouts for handball, not given. And Kalonis steps forward. Rather drags the shot wide. Another player who plays his week-to-week football in Russia.
Slightly surprising, you know, when we spoke about the half-time substitutions, you mentioned Cisnauskas completely, you know, unmatch fit. You would have thought he would go off and Mikalunas come on, you know, you tell him before the game, neither can last 90 minutes. Give me your best for a half and we'll change it at the break and we'll see if we can move on. But Lithuania, it doesn't show a great deal of ambition, you know, lining up for the start of the second half with this formation. The problem is, it's going to make it hard for Scotland to keep the ball, get chances and bring the fans back into the game. It's gone very quiet.
Well, Lithuania conceded only 9 times in 10 World Cup qualifiers. They've now conceded 8 in 7.5 so far in the European Championship qualifiers. They are hard to score against. They don't find the net that often. Kuznevichus held up by Brown and trying to dink it across for Mikalunas. Alan Hutton for Scotland. Poorly given away by Scotland. Kuznevichus. Kuznevichus again onto Mikalunas. Mikalunas, oh, he takes Hutton out of the game. Mikalunas played it across and turned away. Well, Alan Hutton, well, it's one thing when you're playing against somebody you don't know, but he knows what Mikalunas is capable of, and that looked a little reckless.
Well, he tried to block the cross. He was convinced it was coming in first time, and then he's blocked the dummy. He's lost his footing, and Scotland did well, because you see 4 or 5 Lithuanian jerseys in the box. Mikalunas couldn't pick them out.
Swung across, good header away by Scotland's McCulloch. And the ball returned in, there's danger all over the place. The yellow shirts can't get there. Stankiewicz is the man who got collected as McCulloch came through.
Well, I think Lee McCulloch's won a great ball. He's landed awkwardly, he's gone right over the back. That second ball in is an absolute beauty. And Scott Brown, not the tallest player on the park, at the back post. Did he get a nick on that? I think he did. The referee says no. Scotland will be delighted to take the goal kick.
Problems here for Lithuania. They've used 2 of the substitutes already. In terms of defenders on the bench, Zalmikas on Perliskas are the 2 defensive options. Beniusis and Jankowskis, the 2 attacking options left open. But Lee McCulloch wasn't taking any prisoners here. I think it's the way he fell, just onto that left arm.
It's an awkward fall, but that is brilliant defending, Lee McCulloch. When the ball comes into that front post area, if you're the man who's defending there, you've got to get there first. You've got to be brave, you've got to throw your head in and accept you're going to take knocks. And Lee McCulloch, not a lad who's shy of a bit of physical contact.
McCulloch, only one of the Scotland players at the start of the match on a yellow card. A second yellow would mean a suspension. Alan Hutton against Mikalunas. Plays the ball away. Kuznevichus, the left fullback, steps forward. His 9th cap. Lithuania are going to have to make their 3rd and final change. Just minutes into the start of the second half. Stankiewicz will not be able to continue. And a decision now for the coach. A 2nd spell in charge. Very experienced. And if he's bringing on Jankowskis, there's going to have to be a reshuffle. Cisnowski's currently playing right fullback. Ball forward for Scotland. Boyd trying to flick it on for McCulloch. Not cleared particularly well. O'Connor was taken down after he knocked the ball away. Cisnowski's now forward. Big play from Lithuania. They need to take something from this match, or their European campaign is over. Greg Gordon calmly moves the ball forward. Strange pace about the game so far. McEverly forward, Scotland offside. Well, it's stop-start football, and the start ain't very attractive.
When you're down to 10 men, I think you race to get the substitution made, but there's no great urgency on the Lithuanian bench to get it done.
So Stankiewicz, who plays for Brescia in Italy, makes his way down the tunnel. Mikalunas forward. Kuznevichus knocks it out wide. Kolonis gets the ball across and turned away. David Weir there. Klimavicius trying to work the 1-2. Klimavicius takes a nice touch, just touches it too far. And the change is now going to be made. Edgaras Jankauskas, 9 goals as a Hearts player. Enjoyed some success with Hearts, but much more was expected of him. He'll replace his teammate, who we suspect has broken his collarbone, Stajkevicius. Scotland have been playing against 10 men for the last 3 minutes. You wouldn't know it. McManus with a long ball out of play. And finally the change is made. Stajkevicius withdrawn and broken collarbone, the initial diagnosis. Edgaras Jankauskas comes on.
Well, it will be a reshuffle. I can only imagine Danilevicius and Jankauskas will spearhead a front two. It looks like Česnauskas is going to play at right back and try and get forward, with Mikalunas coming across the right hand side just in front of him. So a change at half time, another change a few minutes after. Very difficult to know what Lithuania are doing. The Scotland players out there have exactly the same problem as I do.
Jankauskas getting on the ball. Interesting now, does Alex McLeish try and find a way of exploiting that side? You've got 2 players who haven't played a lot of football. Česnauskas hasn't played for Hearts at all this season. I know he's appeared since April.
No, I think if you can get the ball down here, there will be question marks as the game runs on, especially over Česnauskas, who started the match. Mikalunas, I'm sure, will manage 45, but Česnauskas will start to have very heavy legs in maybe the next 10 or 15 minutes and could be exploited.
Jankauskas for Lithuania. Jankauskas and Danilevicius, 2 current top scorers on the Lithuanian side. O'Connor will try and pounce on that. He has the pace to get away from Zavirsatautas. And then the challenge is made. The referee reaches over to the top pocket and the yellow card comes out. Gary O'Connor showing he had the better of the Lithuanian.
As soon as he got goal side, he had one thing in mind, Gary O'Connor, is get across the front of your marker and start working your way in. The minute there's a coming together, you see, I think the Lithuanian defender didn't know what was inside, stuck a leg out, made sure it was over, and no great surprise when he was issued a yellow card.
So Fletcher, who's quick thinking, supplied the ball for Chris Boyd to head Scotland ahead. A calmer, more measured approach this time. McEverly outside of him. The in-swinger or the outswinger. The in-swinger played in, that takes a glance, comes down to Boyd. Boyd almost challenged McManus, who came in with a shot. Now Hutton. McEverly stayed wide, rises early but rises on the shoulders of Kolonis on that far side.
Yeah, I think it's probably a free kick. He tried to get up early, but he was all over the defender, and when he won the ball it looked like a chance for Scotland, but the chance just before that, you're exactly right, when the ball came back, Chris Boyd could not get out the road. Decent ball in, they can't defend it. When it comes back here, Chris Boyd doesn't see Steve McManus coming and actually blocks what was a goal-bound effort.
He doesn't need to do that, they're in the same team today. That's a nice little flick. Scotland having to face up to some problems. Kolonis moves across south for a shooting opportunity. Weird challenge them. Klimavicius with the shot. Looks back, Sembaras. Onto Česnauskas, scampering forward in ungainly style. Flicks the ball out to Mikalunas. Mikalunas, a little chip way to the back. Past his former colleague Craig Gordon, and it couldn't find his current colleague Klimavicius.
Well, Alex McLeish is down touch side now, and I think he's trying to get a message on that Scotland can afford to be patient. You know, Lithuania are behind, they're going to go forward when they can. Scotland are giving the ball away too cheaply just now. Start to make passes, keep control of the football, and wait for chances to come. You don't have to press the game when you're 1-0 ahead.
Well, won by McCulloch onto O'Connor, a little slow to react. Weir should push that through. Sembaras into the way, battling in the midfield. Klimavicius can't get there. Ball breaks off the back of Semaras, but the referee's decided that's a free kick. Just trying to calm things down. Scotland just getting involved there. It's Lee McCulloch. Scotland don't want to lose him for Paris.
No, you don't want to book him for, you know, if it's a game-related incident, you have to make a challenge. You can live with that. Talking back to the referee, no, too experienced for that, Lee McCulloch.
Jan Kerskas now playing in Cyprus, plays the ball across onto Mikalunas. Mikalunas gets away from McEverly. Mikalunas for the byline. Teal did his job the first time. Mikalunas goes in and down. It's a penalty. The assistant referee on the near side gave the penalty kick. He signalled to the referee. Lithuania have the spot kick. Scotland are in trouble.
Well, Darren Fletcher sticks a leg in, but does he make contact? When the ball comes here, the left leg goes out to block the cross. Mikalunas knocks it. Absolutely no contact at all. The referee and the linesman have both bought it. And what a chance for Lithuania. Darren Fletcher goes to block the cross, makes no contact at all. And that is just a downright bad decision.
He's on UEFA's fast track. He may have just found his way to the slow lane. The referee has been conned, but I think the assistant also gave it. And Mikalunas is the man who went down. I'll tell you what, Mikalunas is going to get a challenge from someone on that part.
He's the man who's made the difference. He's come on, he's taken men on, and he's been dangerous now. Daniel Levichus or Craig Golden.
The former Livorno player. He's played in 7 countries. He's here at Hampden Park. Craig Gordon trying to psych him out. Craig Gordon stands. Can he be the hero? Straight down the middle. The dive got the penalty. The crack straight down the middle gets the goal. Scotland are stunned. Lithuania are level.
It takes a bit of bottle to do it that way. He knows Craig Gordon has got to pick a side. You can see Gordon trying to leave a leg there just in case, but he's gone and he just cannot get a touch, and Daniel Levichus has knocked the ball straight down the middle into the back of the net. In Scotland, they didn't start the second half well. They have now got to pick themselves up because Lithuania will be at a high after that. Interesting to see what Lithuania do though. Do they keep going forward, or do they go back in their shell and decide, let's defend and try and keep what we've got?
Well, Scotland have problems now. Here comes Fletcher trying to drive forward. Well, Levichus came across, the free kick is awarded. The referee was a little quick there, didn't look to be that much in it. I think you go with penalties, Craig. Initial reaction, I must admit, I didn't think it was.
No, I didn't either, but I always look at players' body language, if you like, and the way they throw themselves. If I was the referee, I would give none of them penalties for going down like that. But the referee bought it. The linesman was no help, and now Scotland have just got to take that on the chin and pick themselves up.
McEverly swings it forward. Scotland need a response. Levichus happy to see the ball go out of play, the goal scorer. And the referee is the centre of attention, Namir Skomina. This is what it was all about. Fletcher stretched and Mikalunas left the building before Fletcher could make any contact whatsoever. It's a dive, a swan dive, and the referee swallowed it.
Yeah, but the referee's in decent position. You can see him there. He can spot what's going on, and he immediately goes for the spot kick. It's one of these decisions that can cost you big time. Scotland will be flaming. The only answer to that is get down the other end and test the referee. If he's given one there, there'll be a big temptation to even things up.
So Lithuania have now scored in Scotland for the first time. Scotland having previously won 3-0 and 1-0. They've not scored more than a single goal in any qualifying match. They're on the hunt for the second. Mikalunas just pushed it forward, no real danger.
The defending here from Steve McManus, he's the last man, he knows that. He just ducks under the ball, danger's over.
Scotland trying to play it forward. That's going to be another free kick. Scotland have to make something happen. They do have time. Nevichus standing too close, and I think he's going to be yellow carded for that. He's almost asking the referee to write his name in the book.
We were told at the start of the season they were going to clamp down on players preventing the restart of the game. He stood in front of the ball and he's paid the penalty.
Hampden is nervous. Fletcher in, it's deep, the goalkeeper comes and gathers. Not a great ball. Kalana's trying to get away from Teal. Teal just blocks him off, ball out of play. Food for thought for Alex McLeish. Lithuania spoiled Italy's first match after winning the World Cup with a 1-1 draw in Italy. Ball forward. Boyd flicks it on. McCulloch tries to get there. Cisnauskas flicks it away. Brown pushing for it with Samaras. O'Connor couldn't bring it down. Nevichus knocks it away. So Scotland have been warming up. James McFadden, a crowd of 51,349, will be thrilled to see his introduction. Scotland need a lift. And the ball flipped across. Scotland battling for it. Fletcher hopes that comes his way. Cisnauskas comes across. Well, James McFadden has heard the bugle call a few times from Scotland and he's always accepted the challenge.
Well, Michaelunas came on and he takes players on and he lifts the team. James McFadden will do exactly the same for Scotland, whether it be through the middle in place of one of the strikers or in one of the wide areas to try and get balls in there. He can do a turn all over the park, and what Scotland need just now is somebody to lift the open, somebody with a little bit of skill in the final third that can thread the needle, get you in there and get your vital goal.
Scotland battling forwards. Well, Gary O'Connor should turn and go after that. Skerla moves in. O'Connor closing down the goalkeeper. Turned away by McEverly. Fletcher tries to go up there. Simbalas knocks it on. Jankowskis comes across and McManus. Oh, mighty thump out of play. So James McFadden stands by to win his 33rd cap. Cisnauskas forwards. McCulloch easily beaten. Nevichus flicks the ball across. Fletcher this time has to slide again. He tries to bring the ball down. Nevichus couldn't get there. Again, good play from Teal coming out. Breaks down to O'Connor. That's a terrible ball. Gary O'Connor has been given away possession. Brown fights for it and wins it fairly. Brown leading the charge. Brilliant from Brown. Still going. Stumbles to the ground. That's a free kick. He kept going as much as he could.
Well, he did everything he could to stay on his feet, because I think he felt if he could keep going and make the pass, it would keep Scotland going. He's not impressed that there was no booking issued. I think it was the third time he was caught, he eventually went down, but that's what Scotland need. They need the big-time players now to take up the mantle and start driving forward.
And with the hour cometh Alan Hutton running forwards, and the free kick is awarded. And Nevichus a little careless that time. Scotland have the opportunity again to swing it in. The last two free kicks, great, they made nothing of them.
No, both overhit. Dan Fletcher, you know, plenty of quality, but now's the time to produce one. The big guns are in there, but you've got to get one just in between the defenders and the goalkeeper for somebody to rush onto.
Scotland will make the change. Fletcher will ping it in first. That's another poor ball from Fletcher, too close to the red-shirted goalkeeper. Scotland had wanted to make the change first. Flying forward is Michaelunas. Alan Hutton slides away. So Gary Teal is featured now in 10 of the last 13 for Scotland. Gives way to James McFadden. But just a couple of times in the Premiership this season for Everton. But he's called up again for his country.
And Gary Teal, I thought, some decent balls in the first half, hasn't really featured since the break, hasn't gotten the ball. everything's been going in the opposite direction, if you like. So it's a chance for James McFadden to come on, fresh legs, some new ideas, and a chance to impress David Moyes at Everton as well. Maybe just get himself a game.
Jankauskas, Kuzanevicius plays it out wide, Kolonas. Kuzanevicius again, Kolonas, well kept by Lithuania again. That's great play from him on the left-hand side. Kuzanevicius is offside. Well, Scotland will not have it all their own way in the last quarter of this match, but they need to find a way through. Boyd thought he was being held, and he was. Simbaras concedes the free kick.
And yet again, it's down to delivery. The bodies are there, but now it's 3 in a row that have gone too far, 2 out the park, 1 to the goalkeeper. They're still looking for something special.
The usual suspects round the ball. Scott Brown to the left-hand side. David Weir is forward. 57th cap. McManus 2 in there. Fletcher plays it in. Header comes in from McManus. It's a great save.
The goalkeeper's earned his corner. This was the free kick we spoke about. Fantastic header down right in the corner, and that's a great save. He's going to spring to his right, get a good hand on it. Magnificent.
First corner of the second half for Scotland. Played in deep, the goalkeeper again. It's far too easy inside the 6-yard box. The goalkeeper may well dance about the box. Well, he's taking a rather a long time. Actually plays it away. So Scotland coming close through Stephen McManus. 20 minutes to go. Took a last-minute goal to beat Georgia. I'm not sure the collective Hampden Park could take going all the way to the wide again.
Well, I see Craig Beattie's down there. I mean, Alec McLeish would take absolutely anything just now. It's a must-win game for Scotland. There's still time, but at the moment they're a wee bit up against it.
Kuzanevicius should have gone through there. Weir holds up. Sembalas. Scotland perhaps slightly dishevelled at the moment. Cisnauskas back in field again. They're in no hurry. Sembalas very clever. Pushes it through. Kolonas and Keverley makes the challenge at the edge of the box. Now Lee McCulloch. McCulloch tries to send it out wide for McFadden. Kuzanevicius step forward and bits. Hutton goes forward. There's a shout for handball. Also a shout for foot up as well. Various things. Scotland could have got a free kick for them. Mikalunas being booed as soon as the Scotland fans figure it's the number 11 on the ball. Corner was a little heavy play on, says the referee. Danilevicius showing great pace. Cut back, Kolonas comes in. Great block from McManus. It was needed for Scotland. Fletcher plays it away. And the free kick will go Scotland's way. But again, Scotland in trouble in the back.
Stephen McManus, absolutely tremendous challenge. Danilevicius shows great turn of pace. Alan Hutton is no slouch. He gets there, and when it comes in, you think he's picking his spot. The Celtic skipper just throws the body in exactly what was required. You've got to be brave, you've got to take the knock. Stephen McManus was more than willing.
Boyd going through the middle. Goalkeeper just jumping there, gets his foot caught in the neck.
It's Lithuania that look far more confident just now. All the good passing is coming from yellow. Scotland forced to go back to front, and I don't know if James McFadden has had a touch since he came on.
He hasn't. Better from Fletcher, plays it down, looking for O'Connor. He's forced the ball out of play. Andreas Skerla come across. Scotland now coming forward in numbers. Fletcher told to leave it. Scotland considering a double change. Beattie and Maloney standing by. McEverley into Fletcher. Sembaras made the challenge. Scotland have the corner. Well, there's plenty of cameras waiting for that special moment. Will be supplied by McManus or Weir. Deep corner this time, brought down nicely by Boyd. Skerlin there. Scotland have just 3 draws in the last 22 competitive matches. They don't want a 4th. Not right now. Thrown in. McCulloch up with a header, but again there's no way through for Scotland. Kapcimaskis, former under 21, plays the ball away. Button for Scotland. Sembaras against McCulloch. McCulloch wins it well, but he was going up with the elbow according to the ref. And Lithuania will take every opportunity to stop this game.
All the referee has to do is stop the clock. It's simple enough. It was an aerial challenge. How bad the collision was, I'm not sure, but the chances are he'll stay down there as long as he can. Lee McCulloch, eyes only for the ball. He does lift an arm, but that's what you do when you're jumping. It's not an elbow, it's an arm in the face, and I'm pretty sure Sembaras will be hoping that he's just wasted a minute and got Lithuania that little bit closer to full time.
Kauskas involved. Turned away by Weir. Jankowskis slips the ball on field. Kolonas. Kisanevicius. And tucked away by Fletcher. Danny O'Connor. Not the best afternoon. May well be taken off soon. Brown onto O'Connor. O'Connor plays it out wide. Here's McFadden getting involved in the match. McFadden twisting this way and that. Goes in. There's 2 men across for him. It's just too high. Here comes Boyd. Boyd flicks the ball back onto McEverly. Plenty of dark blue jerseys forward. Tracks the ball back onto the left side. McEverly up against Michaelinis. He had his jersey pulled, but he won the corner.
Trying to stop the substitution. Roy Aiken, yeah, he's going to go ahead. Initially he thought leave the bigger guys on for the corner kick. The McCullochs and O'Connors now. Big Beatty, Sean Maloney. Different proposition for Lithuania. Pace and directness from Beatty, and a little trickster in Maloney.
So the change is made. Gary O'Connor withdrawn. Craig Beatty comes on for the 3rd time as a sub in the European Championship qualifiers. The goal against Georgia was required. Lee McCulloch leaves the field of play, and Sean Maloney, who scored in the Faroe Islands, gets the nod. It's a popular change around Hampden Park. Maloney gets his first touch. Can it count? He goes for goal. A little knock. Scotland should score! Stephen McManus scores for his country for the first time. A little bit of Maloney magic. Finds his former Celtic teammate, and Scotland regain the lead.
Well, Alec McLeish is fast becoming the master substitution. He did it against South Africa on Kane Boyd, into the back of the net when the ball. Here we have Maloney comes on, his first touch as a fizzer into the box, and at the back post, Stephen McManus, knee, head, it's off the thigh, it doesn't matter, it's in the back of the net. Fantastic goal, Scotland, just what was required.
A ferocious goal with the thigh. Maloney delivered that, his first touch, the involvement in the match. Doesn't matter how they go in, just get them in.
Well, he produced possibly a match-saving tackle at the other end, and now Stephen McManus in the opposition box got himself into the back post and just got enough on the ball to get it in.
While Stephen McManus celebrates, he's played over 100 times for his country. He's played over 100 times for his club. He's now played 7 times for his country. Scotland concede the free kick. So the yellow card administered by the referee. Danger for Scotland. Trying to drag the ball away. Little flick on it. It's brilliant by Fletcher. Scotland now with Beattie. Beattie trying to move away. Fletcher goes in. Fletcher with a touch onto Maloney. It's 3 against 1 for Scotland. They could tie it up here. Maloney sends it on to McFadden. Beattie wants it. McFadden plays it through. Fletcher's offside. 3-1. Should have made it 3-1. Scotland didn't.
Yeah, they should have fashioned their opportunity. Sean Maloney just on. The ball slightly behind. James McFadden has to come back. That slows things up. And he goes to thread the ball through. You can see there's 3 players. Take your pick. Darren Fletcher definitely offside. That's a real chance to kill the game. Gonna begging.
Ball knocked away by David Weir. Craig Gordon plays it away. Sembalas forward. And Levichus onto Michaelunas. Michaelunas up against McEverly. Wins it that time, goes into the box and low ball across. Brilliant block from David Weir. And Craig Gordon dives gratefully on the ball. The 2 Scotland central defenders have been immense at times today.
Another magnificent challenge. Michaelunas really has turned things around for Lithuania. Got goal side of McEverly. That's a great ball in. And David Weir touch tight with his marker. Fantastic block.
Jankauskas can't get there. Scott Brown was yellow carded. So yellow card for Scott Brown. Craig Gordon plays it away. Skerla on the header. Hasn't played at Hampden since the Scottish Cup final with Dunfermline. He lost on that day. Trying to drive his side forward. A yellow card for Alan Hutton. It was a careless challenge. Zavier-Zadauskas looking for Chesnauskas. Chesnauskas hadn't taken that out of play. Maloney very quickly within his heels. Sembalas. Scotland going to rescue the 3 points against Georgia. We're on the verge of doing the same as Fletcher. Goes through Kisnevichus. Alan Fletcher leading Scotland this afternoon. And Michaelunas jabs it forward. McManus is back. Again, slow just to pick up Sembalas. Poor play that time.
Scotland have a slight problem now that all the substitutions were made to get the goal, and now we don't have a lot of defensive midfield players on the park when you want to hold on to a lead. McFadden, Maloney, Beattie, Boyd all want to get forward. None of them are naturally defensive players.
Scotland pick up, good play. There's McFadden there. Well, he just changes the game, doesn't he? McFadden just gives us that little something extra.
When you want to get him on the ball now, you know, you take the sting out of the game. He's a lad who can go out there, draw free kicks, etc.
Boyd onto McFadden. McFadden goes for goal! Spectacular for James McFadden! He never let Scotland down. Thumps one into the top left-hand corner, and Scotland will go to Paris in great heart. They will defeat Lithuania.
Well, I said you want McFadden on the ball. I thought he would keep it. He did it more than that. He's cutting onto his left foot, and he's hit as good a left foot strike as you will see in your life. Makes a bit of room, picks his spot, bang. Goalkeeper, no chance. Magnificent finish.
Sumptuous in the sunshine from James McFadden. He pulls the trigger, and there was no goalkeeper going to stop that. And the trio celebrate the third goal.
His substitutions are a thing of joy, they're not? That's absolutely magnificent. The guys have gone on and they've picked up the game, they've lifted the whole place, and now Lithuania, they've got to be dispirited. They got themselves back into it, they were playing better in Scotland, now they find themselves 3-1 down and struggling.
It's the first time that Lithuania have conceded more than 2 goals in a competitive match in almost 5 years. They have been hard to score against. It's a great deal of credit to the men in dark blue.
This team in yellow went to Italy and got a draw, you know, against one of the best teams in the world, so don't underestimate how difficult this was going to be for Scotland. And at 1-1, I was worried, because I wondered the next goal might well be going behind Craig Gordon, but the lads deserve great credit for picking themselves up, getting on with the business, and as things stand, getting the job done.
So Lithuania battling forward, lose out again to Maloney. Some of these players will be thinking, if I continue to turn on the performance, I might get one of the starting jerseys. In pass, McEverly onto Fletcher. Fletcher again to McFadden. McFadden, he'll go for it himself. A little bit too far that time. Well, they're singing there's only one James McFadden. As Lithuania try and come forward again. Away Kalanis is going to get on the end of that. So Alex McLeish absolutely delighted. So Scotland hit 3 goals in the campaign, the most they've scored, 6 against the Faroe Islands. The rest of the matches at home, we've got 1 or 2, today it's 3, and all 3 points are sealed up. Free kick McEverly.
Roy Aitken is down there and he is desperately trying to take on to Darren Fletcher and Scott Brown. Don't go forward, we've got enough people on there. You're excited, we've got the goals, let's not concede. Sit in Fletcher and Brown together in front of the back 4 and make sure Scotland don't concede another.
Scotland just defending as Lithuania look for a way through. That's a free kick. Scotland trying to go forward through McFadden. He's such a great talent to have to come on.
Well, when you're a defender and you're a bit leg weary, the last thing you want to see is somebody who is going to go at you. He's going to get inside, he's going to go outside. He's got an absolute bag of tricks, and he's come on and he's scored as good a goal as you'll see in any league anywhere in the world.
Scott Brown. False start from Scott Brown. Drives it in again. Beattie looking for it, brought it down well. Beattie, good control at the edge of the box. Pisanevicius came in. Zadaukas not happy at Fletcher. Fletcher is going to get yellow carded. Well, the Scotland captain sees yellow. He argues to the referee, didn't hear the whistle.
When the ball comes back, he's already on the run. He was fully committed, and he'd just gone through with a shot. Zadaukas wasn't happy because he felt the brunt of it. You can see Dan Fletcher there, and the referee having penalised him earlier, and he maybe knows now it was a poor decision. I'm surprised that they gave him a yellow card for it.
3 minutes to go, the 3-1 lead. 1 or 2 start to drift away from Hampden. Lithuania's hopes have drifted with the goals from McManus and McFadden. And Scotland just seeing this match out. Scott Brown not happy, doesn't want to talk his way into the referee's bad books.
If you're going to ask the referee a question, that's fine, but you've got to be very careful how you go about it. If you sprint across and get in the referee's face, the person who's marking his card in the main stand might see that as dissent, and the referee thinks, I've got to boot you.
Barry Ferguson looking on, he'll have a more active role on Wednesday nights. Kosanevicius. Lithuania moving forward, but again, Scotland solid. 6.5 years since Scotland conceded more than 1 goal in a home qualifier, and they've been pretty solid. It took a penalty kick to beat Craig Gordon this afternoon. He's not had too much else to do. Craig Gordon just wasting another few seconds. Fletcher battling through Brown. That's a lovely drag back. Brown almost nonchalant, then turns on the speed boots, moving forwards. Well, to got 3 players to try and get that ball off him. Here comes Mikalunas. McEverly extracting some revenge. A little shoulder into him.
McEverly complaining that there wasn't enough of a touch there for the referee to give the free kick, but not bad defending. Once the forwards goal side, if you can stop the move without getting booked, I think you've done your job.
Little flick ball, and Kosanevicius goes in, but Alan Hutton is calm. Back on to Craig Gordon. And the singing round Hampden is a beautiful sound. Zadauskas, a little bit careless there. Scotland not requiring to close down now. It's been over 20 years since Scotland lost the European Championship qualifier at home at Hampden Park. They have lost since at Celtic Park, but Hampden has been a fortress in this competition. 4 additional minutes to be played. Cisnetskas plays it across. Semberas drives forwards. He's nudged off the ball there by Boyd. That is a free kick. A mixed afternoon for the referee.
Yeah, you know, he's done a lot right, but the penalties, it's difficult for him. He gets one look. We have slow motion, we have different angles. We know it was a dive, he doesn't. He's been a little picky with yellow cards as well. You know, 1 or 2 I think he might have let go, but he's a young man determined to get to the top in his trade, and I think in order to do that, you have to be strict. I think that impresses his bosses, and you'll probably think today was not bad, and with Scotland getting the goals after the penalty kick, I don't think he's going to get too much stick.
So the free kick, Semberas dinks it in, and Alan Hutton turns it away. The assistant on the near side, Primers Aha, puts the flag up for the corner kick. It was the assistant who confirmed the penalty. The thoughts in the referee's mind. And Douglas Kalonas. His 13th cap has not proved to be lucky. Played across, and Weir, solid header away. There's nothing silly from Scotland now. Corner swung in again. Craig Gordon couldn't get there. There was pushing going on at the front post, and the match is just limping towards a close.
Well, Cisnetskas was in. He was pushing Craig Gordon 30 seconds before the corner came in. Continued to do it. Stood there, and when the ball was kicked, walked into his former teammate, and he just killed the move for Lithuania. Time's running out. Last thing you do is give away a daft free kick. Craig Gordon now just going to smash it into their half.
Zadauskas trying to lead his side forward. McFadden goes it down. Kosanevicius plays it infield. So that's forwards. And again, Scotland there. Weir's header. Not perfect. Kolonis drives it in. And the ever reliable man in gold gathers once more.
Surprisingly, because Lithuania played well, Craig Gordon has had very little to do over 90 minutes. Very few direct shots to save, and absolutely no chance for the Sunderland goalkeeper with the penalty kick.
Well, Lithuania had conceded 2 goals to Scotland, 2 goals to Italy. And that was it in terms of more than one in a match. And 3 times Scotland have rattled the net. As the final few seconds just ebb away. Rikic's moved on to 11 goals this afternoon, just 1 behind the record. Danas Lindis with 12. I thought there was going to be enough to get his side a point, but Scotland fought differently. Referee takes a glance at the watch. Jay McEverley will be delighted with his Hampden debut. Zavir heads it away. Fletcher on to Brown. Beautifully done by Brown. Driving forward. Brown continues, tries to slide in McFadden. Man on the outside, McFadden couldn't bring Hutton into play. Hutton gets involved needlessly. Referee not bothering to take any action. McManus stumps it away. The referee looks at his watch. It's job done for Scotland. Celebrations all round. For Lithuania, it's all over, bar the arithmetic. Scotland move on with the 3 points they craved. The goals in the second half from McManus and McFadden. Mikolinas couldn't keep his feet, but Scotland brought Lithuania back down to earth with a 3-1 win. All roads now lead to Paris. It finished in Hampden this afternoon. Scotland 3, Lithuania 1.